You have you're a mother clearly, and you have a son, right?
Black son.
Black son.
Yup.
And I know you probably, if you're not having those conversations now, well, you have because you just said it, but I'm
Sure.
sure you're going to reiterate it as he goes on about, hey, when you're encountering law enforcement, yada, 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 plead the fifth, be polite, be respectful, comply as much as you can. We'll get you out of jail. That's 24 hours. You have a network and the resources to do that. But here's another conversation. What do you tell your son when he starts dating and you find that there's a young girl being hyper aggressive and assaulting him? Is he supposed to just eat getting hit in the head with a bat or frying pan, or does he have the right to defend himself?
I always tell my son, defend yourself. Defend yourself. Now, it wasn't always that way, right? We did have this discussion, and you had to remind me, you know, how soon we forget how I used to tell my son, don't hit girls, all that until he got hit by a girl. And I was like, that you defend yourself and you hit her back, especially if she's the same size or if she's bigger than you, because you gotta, now whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. But I know that I'm a mom and I care about that thing. That's the
Yeah,
most precious thing to me. And if you harm it, it's it's like you hurting me.
yeah. You know, you just said something that I want to address. You said if she's smaller, don't hit her. But you can't underestimate a person's strength or ability simply off the strength of their size. That person might be taking jujitsu or Muay Thai or any kind of martial arts where she could break your son's nose. And she might be 10, 20 pounds small, short, lighter than him. My I have law enforcement in my family, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I have this discussion frequently. And what's told to me is during training, he has seen plenty of females handle these dudes. So you can't just assume a person's size outweighs another person's skill. Now
Okay.
you have
Yeah,
to take
makes sense.
the physics in. There is physics, right? If I'm 150 and you're 280, the odds are in your favor,
Yeah.
especially if we're trained equally. But if we're not trained equally, yo, you might be able to handle me for a second, at least till I land a lucky punch or I'm able to grab you, and that's
Yeah.
assuming that you don't have adequate training. So I say all that to say that nobody has to be a victim. And when we promote that agenda, that narrative, better yet, that men should never hit a woman or a female, what we do is we also encourage females to be hyper aggressive because now there's no accountability. Now, I believe
I don't
this.
believe that.
Listen, if a,
I know
if a
that
lot
some
more,
women use that as an excuse to hit because they
yes,
know that this person was raised a certain way, but I don't think by teaching your sons not to hit women perpetuates a society where girls feel it's okay to hit
all
men.
right.
I don't
Let,
think the
let, let
two.
me let me convey my sentiment completely.
Okay.
I am making a distinction between a lady and a female, just for clarification. There are, and no disrespect intended, I have friends of every demographic, right? There are females who are very masculine, and I think they call them studs, right?
Well,
So if
studs
this
are gay females that are the
act like
men, the,
dudes,
the
right?
men
So
role.
so
Yeah.
if this stud comes, she's my size, and she punches me in my face. She's a female. Am I supposed to just eat it?
Well, if you
No.
think she's a guy and she looks like a guy, your
But
natural instinct is
if
going to
I
be to punch back, right?
if
Because she
I
looks
know
like a
she's a
guy.
if I know she's a biological female, by biological I mean she has, I don't even know. I don't want to get into that conversation. She has a vagina at least, right? She has at least a vagina, right? But she's a stud, so she's the masculine gay chick, right? She comes and punches me in my face, and she's out here grabbing her crotch like, "Yeah, you suck ass." Well, you you know all these slurs, which I'm trying not to say. I'm supposed to just eat it like, "Oh, you're lucky you're a girl." Nah, you're not even claiming to be a girl. I should be able to punch you back in your face. One, because you're not acting like a lady. I could never see myself hitting a lady. I don't want to say I could never, because I got a vivid imagination. There's almost always a reason to hit anybody under the right circumstances. But I don't believe you should hit a lady. But every female is not a lady. And I think we need to make that distinction. And I think when people know that they're going to be held accountable or face consequences, they are reluctant to engage in the kind of behavior that comes with the consequences. Generally speaking,
I agree.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the argument that people say. Why do they say that you shouldn't hit a woman? What's some of the justifications?
Because you're a male and you're biologically stronger.
You're biologically stronger and you're bigger, right?
Yeah.
So that's basically it. You're bigger and you're stronger. So you should have hit this person back, right?
Right.
So I'm 5'6", and I'm probably we're gonna go with 5'6" for right now. I'm 5'6", I'm 150. If I go punch a dude that weighs 225 in the face, are you gonna say he should have hit me back? Because he's bigger and stronger than me.
Oh my God, Joe, we've had this discussion.
I know, no, but I want to get it on tape.
You can't compare two men.
Yes, you can.
One's bigger than the other to a man and a woman. You just
Hold on.
can't. It's not the same.
Mo, here's the thing. The argument is bigger and stronger. You shouldn't do this. That's what you just said.
Not with two opposite sexes. No.
Okay, so wait. So it's not okay for this person to hit the smaller, weaker person because they opposite sexes, but it's okay for two men, even though one is smaller and weaker. So I could go around if I'm 200 and this other dude is 100, I should go ahead and just start wailing on him just because. That's justifiable.
None of it's justifiable. People should keep their hands to themselves. With the point I think you're trying to make is that yes, but here's the thing.
Got you on camera.
Fuck you. And listen, nobody's